Thank God you're here.
Yes, what's the matter?
I need to borrow your car keys. Just hold this. I probably won't be home with it tonight. Have you got the time? What's the time?
It's past 6, darling, but
Oh,
you're already...
God, I'm late. She's going to turn around and go straight back. The keys,
Jeffrey,
my car blew up at the marina.
calm down. Kelly won't be at the airport, dear.
What? What are you talking about? Why? Has she changed her mind?
No. I'm here. I think I know what you want to discuss. I tried to bring it up earlier.
You're telling me what that man told me is true?
No, I am telling you he lied.
Who lied?
Well, who do you mean?
I'm asking you.
There has been a man who has come around and he's threatened me.
With what? What's his name?
Did you or did you not talk to him, Cecil?
Why are you tap dancing
I'm not
with me?
tap dancing. I want to know what he told you.
You seem to have a very clear idea. Or did you already decide in advance to deny anything that man Thompson would say to me?
No, I didn't. But there is no telling what he would say to you. I didn't even know if we were talking about the same person.
Then at least we admit that you know the man.
Why are you trying so hard to trap me?
Why are you trying so hard to wriggle away?
Yeah, sure. That was the one where Mexico City, quake, 85. El Salvador, that was in 86, right? No, that's great. Thank you very much.
Trust you're not vacation planning?
No. Apparently, nature's accidents became somebody's travel plans, though. What you're looking at is a blueprint for murder.
What are you doing?
I'm getting rid of my garbage.
Cain? Don't. Look at me. Look at me. It's Andrea.
I know who you are.
That he would lie. That's what he was holding over my head. That's the reason that I was afraid to come to you or go to the police.
No, that wasn't the reason, Sophia. Why would I believe a man I laid my eyes on over my dearly beloved wife unless you knew he could prove it?
He has no proof. That's just the point. It's his word and he can't be trusted.
And you can. Well, my darling, it's all here, you see. His confession. It's all here. All the unexplained withdrawals that you made, all the furtive comings and goings.
You don't understand this man. He would say anything that he is paid to say.
I never paid him a dime.
Don't you even want to hear my side of this?
Do I want to hear you tell his story to suit your story? No, I don't want to hear it.
See, if he told you that I paid him to blow up that oil rig, then it's not the truth.
And I suppose it's also untrue that you paid him to keep quiet and then sat back while the press and the authorities took me off to prison.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. If ever that would have gone to court, I would have come up with...
Oh! What the hell is the difference? They think I did it anyway.
They think Thompson did it. And the truth is, he did it, and he acted on his own.
You're lying. You're lying. I got it all here. The date you paid him, the amount you paid him.
I paid him, and I told him two things. I said, I want Pamela out of town, and I don't want anyone hurt, and I don't want any violence.
Well, you missed on both counts, didn't you? If it happened the way you said.
Come on. You know me better than that. My God, Cece, this is a nightmare for me. I don't sleep at nights, and I walk through this house, and I can hear the cries of those men, and I can see those animals washed up on the shore.
And you had no idea?
I mentioned the oil rig. If it stopped making money, I said, maybe she would sell it. And then maybe she would leave the country.
Save the best part for last. Stories aren't so different, are they? I really wish you'd leave me alone.
Okay. The missus and I have gone to Palm Springs. Help yourself to a taste of Christmas for as long as you please. The key is under the mat. There's some wood in the shed.
Why bother hiding a key if you're going to post its whereabouts on the door?
Etc. I love Chris. Hey! This is nice. Nathan, how did he know that we were going to be here when we just... Never mind.
I don't think one should ask oneself questions like that when one is at Maison Clause. I'd better get a fire going.
Yeah, you better. Right now. How come you're so smart?
I majored in kissing at Harvard. Does that make me bilingual?
This was a great idea to come up here.
I have a lot of nice ideas when I'm with you. And some not so nice.
I like you when you're naughty. You know, if you want to go back, it's okay with me.
Why would I want to do that? This place has nothing but good memories for both of us.
I know that. I'm not talking about the place. It's just that you're gone and I'm gone, and those who are interested will know that we're gone together.
Let's not talk about Victoria and the money grubbing for a few days, huh?
We can try, but the problem is still going to be there. I don't want you to regret any time that we spend here together because she's going to use it for ammunition in court.
No, she won't.
How do you know that?
Because the settlement's not going to go to court.
You told me that you couldn't get her to change her mind.
I couldn't, but the thought of losing her child will. I think we've said enough for the moment.
Now, you're not saying that someone's to blame for these natural disasters, are you?
No, but I think I'm starting to figure out what Cain and me already have guessed.
Who are you talking to?
The NCA, I called for a rundown on Andrea Bedford's past assignments as case officer and environmental consultant.
Checking up on her?
You know me, Joe Doublecheck.
Let's hope they don't have a file from the FBI on me.
Oh, sorry, baby. That's privileged information.
Oh, no. So now you know that I was barred from the playground at the tender age of 9 for influence peddling?
That and more.
Oh, yeah? So Andrea's been globetrotting.
Most of her work has been domestic, but those disasters rang a bell.
Well, I can imagine why. They're some of the worst catastrophes in recent memory.
Worse than you know. Take a look at this.
Do I dare?
It's okay. Like I said, I got the goods on you.
Yeah, you do, huh? From the INID?
Unsolved political assassinations since 1980. Particularly check out the wheres and whens.
1984, 1984, 1986.
Each of those disasters preceded by 1 to 3 months the murder of some political bigwig in roughly the same area.
So Andrea could be the fox.
Well, her NCA job is either a cover for something a whole lot less pretty, or the woman is one hell of a jinx.
What happened? Something must have happened. If you know who I am, why are you looking at me like that?
Go ahead. Do what you want with it. You could just say a drunk attacked you on the beach.
It's empty.
You're pretty handy with that thing.
What's the matter with you? This is no place for target practice. Anybody could have come along here.
We can't always choose our battlefields.
Cain, do you know where you are?
Well, I try to not make assumptions, no matter how simple they might be. But yeah, I do, sometimes. Why?
So you've obviously had a lot to drink. How much, I don't know. But you said you had flashbacks on the war before.
Yeah, well, the night's a flash forward.
Is this some kind of anniversary of something for you? Or...
Well, it's some kind of milestone, I guess. What do you want with me?
What the hell?
Then go away. Just leave. Just leave this town, this city, this state. Become a ghost. I got a lot of ghosts running around up here. Maybe I can make room for one more. They come and visit me at night. Just like you. Maybe you're one already. Why did you pick me?
You're not making any sense. Why would I leave? It's true my mission is almost done here.
Yeah, I know.
But Cain, nothing has changed since this morning. What did I do? Did I say something last night? Or if it's the future you wanted to ask me about, why didn't you come to me first?
Look, I am not asking you anything, all right? Just count your blessings and do me the same favor, all right?
Why?
Because you just never know what you're gonna find.
Are you saying there's something that I should know about you?
Just forget it.
Or if it's something you want to know about me?
Forget it all!
I hope you know that you can ask me anything.
Anything.
Of course.
What's your favorite color? Pink?
Green.
Really? What's your sun sign? Gemini?
Scorpio.
Most influential person in your life? John F. Kennedy?
My father.
What's your favorite book? The Bible?
Middlemarch.
Oh, very good. I've never even heard of that one. What do you want to be when you grow up?
What I am.
And what is that?
Your lover.
What else?
Myself. What do you want from me?
What do you think I want?
Maybe I was mistaken. Was I?
What are you doing here? What are you doing? Why did you come to this town?
Because what I really wanted to do when I grew up was to save the world.
Well, you got a ways to go.
I care about you, Cain. I'll throw that in without being asked.
You know, sometimes I even believe that.
And the rest of the time?
The rest of the time, I feel like part of your movement to clean up the world.
Well, maybe. You're looking a lot like an endangered species right now. Why don't I take you home?
No. I got places to go, people to see, things to do.
Well, then I'll go and I'll do and I'll see them with you until you're okay. Look, what are friends for?
I don't know. Target practice.
You wanted to get Pamela out of town, that's all you cared about. What if you killed somebody? What if you maimed somebody for life? Would you have broken your silence then before they hauled me off to prison?
I would never let anything happen to you.
You already did. You destroyed the one thing in the world that meant most to me. Having you back. Believing in you. Believing that this marriage would last.
Don't you ever say that to me. I did this for the family, Cece, and I'm not the only person under this roof that tried to get rid of her.
I paid her to get out of town with my money, and no one was hurt.
No. Only your wife. To whom you lied and reprimanded when she even had the nerve to bring it up.
Dare you? How dare you compare with...
I am not comparing. I am trying to explain to you why I did what I did. which is exactly what you would have done. If God help me, you had the nerve. That's right, Cece. I took a page right out of your book. All the countless times I stood by and watched you hire these pathetic, greedy people to do your dirty work. And I'd watch your wheels turn, and I'd see you use anything to justify any whim that came to your head. It's good for the business, it's good for the family, it's good for anything. Using anything at all except the truth. Which is, you did it for yourself, period. No other reason. And I am no better than you are.
My fault, then. I corrupted you. I took a tender, young woman to the altar who was carrying someone else's child, but never mind that. And turned her into the person who stands in front of me now. I did that.
It's not the whole truth, but it is part of it.
I've got news for you. You played this same game a long time ago with Pamela behind my back before I hardly ever knew you. You probably said the same thing even then. It's what I wanted, what I would have done if I had the nerve. We both damn well know better. People who cheat to get what they want, Sophie, will cheat to keep it, too.
Well, don't let me stand in your way, since you know me so well. I have been losing you by inches since she came back to town. So why don't you just go to her?
I mean, these are all accidents, meaning of nature or oversight. Assassinations aren't. They're methodical, they're deliberate. They can't be planned around something as unpredictable as an earthquake.
Aha. But once an accident has happened, it wouldn't be hard to predict what kind of political figure it would attract.
But what kind of assassin is just going to hang around to see who shows up?
Darling, there are political organizations, and I don't mean the good guys, that are broad-based and patient enough they can afford to wait until opportunity knocks.
Oh, I don't think Andrea's that way. I mean, she was always really patriotic. I don't mean corny, I mean real. She idolized her father. He was in the Foreign Service somewhere. She always wanted to follow in his footsteps and serve her country somehow.
Maybe she thinks she is.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's easy to... Hi.
Hi. Hi. Look what I found on the beach. Oh. Cain, are you all right?
Yeah, why? Why shouldn't I be?
Well, you look like you've been run over by a truck. A beer truck. You want some coffee?
No, look, hey, I didn't know you guys would still be here. I just wanted to check some messages, so...
Actually, we're on the way out to grab a bite. Would you care to join us?
No, thanks.
Well, his wish is my command. At least until I get him home.
So, Andrea, I heard you filed your final report.
Yeah, a couple of wrap-up meetings should do it.
Where do you go from here?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, but you will be here through the week, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he will.
We'll catch up with you later, then.
All right,
Yeah.
great.
Kane, do me a favor and lock up when you go. Okay?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
Excuse us.
Hope you feel better.
Well, look, I'll wait outside, all right?
I won't be long. Yeah, security office, please. Miss Crothers, it's Cain Garver. I hope there's no problem with our big event. Banquet room B now. Well, since when? No, that's fine. I just wish these people would make up their minds.
Should be warm in a minute. Should I make a grocery run down to the little store?
No. I think we have enough food to last tonight.
All we need is an elf to cook it for us. How about some music? Oh. All he's got is Christmas music. Oh, no, wait. Here's something.
Mason, before we get into that, there's something we should discuss.
No, there isn't.
You told me that you wouldn't do anything to take Chip away from Victoria.
Uh-huh. And I won't. I'm telling you, for the last time, the boy belongs with her, Julia, and that's where the boy is going to stay. What I meant is that I'm willing to use the threat.
You're going to use her addiction in court, aren't you?
I don't want to get into this. Look, if you'd rather just go on back home, it's fine with me.
I'm not judging you. I know that you feel that you have no choice. I just want you to see that there may be a point of no return if you try to convince the judge that Victoria is an unfit mother. And it may be too late to do anything about it.
I know that. That's why I'm going to tell John Phineas that no matter what else he says in court, he's to make it very clear that Victoria hasn't touched cocaine since she went into that clinic.
Thank you. I should have trusted that you would do the right thing.
I know, but you never do.
I'm sorry.
Again.
I'm sorry. Oh, do I have to kiss you, too? I'm sorry.
We're reconsidering all our positions. In response to yours, I've drafted some modifications we're suggesting.
Mr. Phineas, we're not interested.
You refuse to negotiate, then?
My client's demands are final and not subject to bargaining, as I've attempted to establish more than once. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mrs. Campbell.
That is correct.
You realize, then, that your husband has no choice but to defend himself.
Mr. Phineas, I am not ashamed of having been a cocaine addict, if that is what you are referring to.
I'm sure some people would find that very commendable. But we'll be asking the judge to consider your present attempt to bankrupt your husband in light of your previous assault on his personal savings, social standing, and domestic tranquility brought on by your substance abuse. And unhappily, I can't guarantee that the press may not take some small interest in this as well.
Breathe. I don't know what to say for once in my life.
Well, then just say that you love me and that you're glad to be home.
Oh, I do love you. Of course I'm glad. If I seemed a little quiet on the way up here, it's only because I feel a little ashamed.
You wouldn't believe how crazy I went, not even knowing why you left in the first place.
I know. And that was wrong, because I should have told you.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter anymore.
Yes, it does. I just lost all perspective, you know, and I needed to remind myself that you're not just my husband, and you're not just Pamela's son, you are my friend. Which may sound foolish coming from an old married lady like me.
It sounds very nice.
Well, I mean it, okay? I mean, when I feel like I can't tell you something because of anything.
You mean my mother?
Whatever. I feel like I've lost my best friend, and nothing hurts more than that.
Well, for my part, I promise that I will try and be more understanding. Okay?
You don't have to try to be anything. You already are.
Okay, so where should we start? Here, we have champagne.
Look at this.
We have cheese, we have caviar, we have candle wax, maybe?
Let's go for the candle wax.
Okay, well.
Would you look at this? Is this decadence? Takes up half the room.
Yeah, it's an antique. Now, they really knew how to recline and style in the old days, see?
Now, what's it doing in a hotel like this?
Well, it's just visiting, like us. It's not really supposed to be here. Actually, it's ours. You see, wait, no, I couldn't find anything big enough to show you how happy I was to have you home, so the bed came closest.
Oh, you.
And I had it moved in here, and we can have it moved back home. And when we're antiques ourselves, we can lie here together, and we can think of this night and smile or laugh. Laugh. Okay, that's just before putting our teeth on the nightstand and turning the light out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Phineas, I am not so naive about Mason that I am going to be shocked by your tactics here. Of course he's going to try to drag me through the mud to protect his investment.
I merely thought you should be informed.
Well, inform him of this. Who cares?
Victoria, we're not obliged to respond.
I'm not obliged to do a damn thing. You know, Mr. Phineas, I'm going to do you a favor. You don't have to go to the press. You see, I have got this movie coming out, and the press has already contacted me. I've got a great new angle for them. How Victoria Lane fought cocaine addiction and a loveless marriage and won. It's not only perfect for the film, it's perfect for my career.
Sure enough, Andrea shows up. Picks the lock, walks right in, starts measuring off the room. She even checks out the window looking for sniper positions, the only thing I can guess. Hey, you both knew.
We suspected.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
I could ask you the same thing, Cain.
Look, I just wanted to be sure. I think I was just hoping I was wrong.
I have information placing her in the vicinity of 5 major political hits in the past 4 years. I'm sorry.
Nah, don't be. These people know an easy mark. And I fell. I fell hard. I must have been written all over me.
You know, I don't mean to be a slow learner or anything here, but all you saw was Andrea someplace where she shouldn't have been. I mean, not even a local cop is going to arrest her for something like that. Now, granted, there are one too many suspicious coincidences going on, but we've seen those before. You know, where's the reasoning behind this? I mean, where's the one thing that can't be explained?
I don't know, but with Espinosa arriving tonight, the meeting is too close for comfort. We got to come up with something that can nail her down right now before she makes a move. And you, Cain, are the one closest to her.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I want you to give me something concrete. Give me a document, a weapon. I don't know. You'll know when you see it, man. But something that we can move on.
Cece, how nice to see you. Have you been to a party?
Oh, yeah. I've been to a feast. The fatted calf, the slaughtered lamb, the whole bit.
Would you perhaps like a cup of coffee?
Oh, no. You know what I would like? A very sharp knife to make a decision. Incision. I don't want to put my brain to bed. I can't make it shut up at all. You haven't asked me why I'm here.
Oh, well, you don't need a reason.
Bull.
All right, you want me to ask? Why are you here, Cece?
None of your damn business. Actually, really could be your business being stuck with a drunk right here at the table.
All right, well, if you do ask me to guess, I would say that you have something to tell me. And the news isn't very good, am I right? Come on, Cece, you're a very controlled man. Drinking too much just isn't your style any more than dancing on tabletops.
Well, then you know me a lot better than I thought you do.
We haven't changed so much.
But no, I don't think I have anything to tell you at all.
Oh, well, then I can only assume it's trouble at home. Not hard to guess whom it was with, since you and Sophia seem to be spending most of the time there alone. But, you know, Cece, I'm sure whatever she said to make you so angry, she's sorry for. I know how it used to be with us. Quick to fight, quick to forgive.
Things have changed. Nothing is quick with me anymore.
Well, it may sound strange of me to say it, but I think you should be a little more patient with this kind of woman.
Why?
Because this kind of woman's very impulsive. They're like children. Tell a few white lies here and there, but, you know, that's part of their charm. I don't think it's worth being so wounded for, Cece.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Fine. Then I'll just sit here and be willing to listen. Just like old times.
May I speak to the manager, please? No, I meant TJ. Oh, I see. What? Do you know where I can
reach him or when he'll be back? All right, would you just tell him, please? Never mind. There's no message.
All I know was what she told me, which at the time I thought was the truth. But I tell you, I think the man acted on his own, Jeffrey. Then again, I think maybe she allowed him to. You know, but she was so shocked when it happened and so terrified that my father would find out, she let herself be blackmailed, and she admitted to that. And now my father is being blamed. And that is the one thing I find hard to forgive in her. So can you see him? You can imagine how I felt. You and I were having all these arguments about whether my father was in this or not in this. I was afraid to tell you the truth. And then I didn't want to live with you day to day and not tell you. So that's why I left.
I see.
Sort of like mother, like daughter, huh? I wanted to tell you when I saw you at the Orient Express, but Pamela was there and you were excited about all the gifts. And, say something.
I don't know. At least it makes sense now. You know, it all fits into place.
What do you think I should do? Should I tell Daddy? Should I tell Pamela?
No, not unless you want to be responsible for the consequences. I don't think you do. The funny thing is, I don't feel angry so much as I feel sad, you know?
How can you not feel angry?
Because I understand the motives a little too well. It's like one of those sorry little tragedies you read about in the paper every single day. You know, unnecessary, but somehow they just couldn't have happened any other way.
Great. Now you make me feel worse because you're being so nice about it.
I don't know about that. You know, if you had told me about this before you'd left, you're right. I probably would have gone crazy and driven you away anyway. God, I missed you so much. Nothing is worth risking that again. Okay? I don't know. I think it's their business, not ours. So, maybe you did the right thing after all.
How can you say that?
Because I'm selfish. And because I want my own happiness more than anything else, and for me that means you. Which I suppose is not so very different from Sophia's reasoning, is it?
I don't deserve you, you know it? But I do love you. So much.
The correlation of time and place is pretty clear. It's your basic perfect cover.
Just leaves one big question. For what?
I don't follow you.
Well, just because she's not who she says she is, it doesn't mean she's the fox. I mean, she could be working for anybody, somebody else.
I think I have made a very big miscalculation.
Well, you gotta agree, we could have made a mistake.
If we made a mistake, it's about you, man. Maybe you should take yourself off of this case.
What are you talking about?
I think that Cruz is just saying that maybe you were too emotionally involved with Andrea. Maybe you should not be involved with this case.
Look, what do you mean? That just makes me the best candidate to find out.
If you can stare at that much evidence and still think you're barking up the wrong tree, then you're the wrong person for this job.
I'm only pointing out the possibilities. Eden said herself earlier. Come on, I know how important this is. And I know how cool the opposing players can be. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, okay? Somebody's got to. Look, we don't have a lot of time. She trusts me. Now, how fast is either one of you going to gain her trust so that you're there when she slips up? You know I'm right. Now, come on, this is my turf. I'll do what needs to be done.
No, I'm not telling you the meeting's moved. I'm telling you that my cover's been blown. Look, Garver set me up. I don't know. That's your job, isn't it? Look, just send someone else in, all right? I'm requesting permission to blow this one off and disappear. Wow. How can I possibly complete the mission now? Terminate Garver? But that's not in our policy. I mean, we don't get involved in... Yes. Yes, I know. I understand the penalty. Yes, I'll move forward as planned.
I got it. Now, you've got the number here, right? Great. So call if you need anything, and thanks a lot, Rita. Bye-bye.
What about Mason?
John Phineas called. He left his number.
Oh, too bad.
Rita said that it was important.
John thinks everything he says is important.
Okay, call if you want. Don't call if you don't want.
So I suppose it's possible that Victoria saw the light. You know, it doesn't do to be too skeptical when you're basking in the warmth of Santa's fire.
This is my non-committal look. Skeptical is when I raise my eyebrows a little.
Of course, we might enjoy ourselves more if there was good news from Victoria.
My lips are sealed. I've learned from experience. I'm not giving my opinion. I'm the model of docility.
Hand me the phone.
I thought.
Hello?
John, sorry to bother you at home. I got the message you left.
Mason, where the hell are you?
I had to go out of town for a couple of days for the firm.
No comment. Listen, we got trouble. I presented the ultimatum to your wife.
Yeah, so did I. It couldn't have come as a shock.
Well, she's come up with a counter strategy. She's going to hit the press and the talk show circuit, plugging some movie she's made, and give them the whole sob story of how her terrible marriage drove her to coke and how she's pulled herself up by her bootstraps. So there goes your strategy. What's next? Any other ideas?
Not at the moment. Thanks for letting me know, John.
What do you mean, thanks, Mason?
You're not doing somersaults.
Everything's fine.
Good news, then?
We're making progress.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Senor Espinosa, welcome to California.
Thank you. Thank you very much. These are two of my personal guards, Miguel Torres and Hector Fortino. Mr. Castillo, I understand, will be responsible for security while we are here in the hotel.
That's right, sir.
My guards, of course, would like to know if you have any special instructions for them.
No, sir, not for them, but I have some for you. May I have your hat and coat, please?
Yes, I suppose so.
Thank you.
Cruz, what are you doing?
Well, I think it will be safer for Mr. Espinosa to take off his name, along with his coat, and give them to me. For the time being, you will be Senor Gomez. We each have a first-class suite reserved for us. Miss Capital will show you out the back way and take you up the private elevator to Mr. Gomez's suite. I will use the lobby. I think this is a reasonable fit, and we will give you another coat. It'll be a little heavier. It'll have a special lining.
Excellent. I can see I'm in good hands.
If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Vamos, Miguel?
Thank you. Mr. Castillo, please, keep the coat as a gift from my country. You wear it well.
Thank you.
Are you awake?